Good morning. I'm Dr. Tyler Hamel, Kingwood chiropractor and nutritionist. Today's morning tip, or today's tip for Tuesday, about diet, about nutrition, about protein. So lots of times when people are looking at doing a new diet or thinking about weight loss, because most people are doing that to lose weight, they want to know what to eat. And so what to eat is important, but why to eat it is almost as important, or maybe more important, because if you don't know the why, sometimes it's hard just to keep up with a certain diet. Oh, I'm supposed to eat rice and chicken every day. I'm just going to do it, right? Like, how long are you going to be able to do that for before you just get bored and you don't really know why you're doing it, so you lose interest? So, number one, they've shown that as far as protein diets go, most of us are not eating enough protein. So this in no way is advocating like a high protein diet. It's just to eat more protein, because most of us aren't. So when you eat protein, 20 to 30% of its calories are used to digest and break it down of its own calories. So you think of, right, burning calories or your body's metabolism, or getting rid of calories, burning calories. 20 to 30% of protein, when you eat it, its own calories are being burned up, which is ridiculous to think of. Because for most of us, right, we think of, well, we're eating this, so now we need to burn off this amount. We need to go exercise. And then it turns into, oh, I need to run for 30 minutes every day, to I need to go work out for 2 hours every day, because you're trying to balance out calories in, calories out. It doesn't really work like that. So a really good example is protein. You eat it, and 20 to 30% of its own calories are used to digest and break it down. On the other hand, carbohydrates, only 10% of the calories when you eat carbohydrates are used to try to break and digest that down. Fats, only 0.3%, which isn't much. So it's important to know the breakdown, again, why you want to eat certain foods. So 30% protein, and then mix the rest up with, say, good fats and good carbohydrates. Where you get in trouble if you're eating breads and cereals and pastas and things like that, that does not break down near as well as the vegetable side of carbohydrates. You can get all the carbs that you need in eating vegetables, right? There's sweet potato, there's asparagus and Brussels sprouts and spinach and different things like that, unless you're like a marathoner or Lance Armstrong or somebody like that, Michael Phelps, where you're burning a ridiculous amount of calories every day. You don't need to rely on that. And that's what gets us into trouble, right? You think of only maybe 10% of the calories from carbohydrates that we eat are used to break it down. Then we have to burn off, say, the other 90%. You can kind of think of it that way. And most of us have no chance to do that if we're eating way too much carbohydrates. So add a little bit more protein. You can do animal protein. You can do vegetable protein. You can mix them. I think a combination of both is a good way to go, not just one or the other. And then just watch your carbohydrate sources. That's the key. There's processed carbs, garbage carbs. We know what those are. And when we're eating those, it kind of clogs up our system. We're not able to break those down very, very well. And as a result, too, we know when we eat bad carbs or too many bad carbs, it just drains our energy, because it messes with our blood sugar so much that it takes a lot of energy to do that. And that's why we feel like taking a nap after we eat a loaf of bread or a large pizza or something like that. So yeah, pay attention to your diet. And you can go to MyFitnessPal just to kind of break down and see, like, all right, well, how much am I eating? What am I eating as far as percentage protein, carbohydrates, fat, how many calories it is, and kind of go from there, right? It's an easy thing to do. Do that for a week and see where you're at. Again, most of us need to eat more protein, probably less bad carbs and less bad fats, right? There's good fats and there's bad fats, so you got to know the difference. Eating fried foods and fast food, there's fat in there, but in no way is that going to help you. In no way is it going to help you. So Dr. Tyler Hamel just talking about diet, about proteins, carbs, fats. Yes, it's important to know what to eat, but I think the why behind it lots of times can help keep people motivated. You know, why am I eating this? Because it does this, because my body breaks it down this way, or my body uses it this way. And I think that it really helps people be accountable. You know, when we talk about diet, weight loss, How hard is it to do that? Really hard, right? 95% of people fail. So that might just be because they're just told what to eat, and it's such a drastic difference in what they're used to, and they don't understand why that they have to eat something different. So again, Dr. Tyler Hamel, if you have any questions, put it in the chat box below. If you learned something from this video, like it, share it. Most people watching this video would have to learn that eating protein, 20 to 30% of its own calories are used to burn and digest. I mean, I didn't even know that. So pass that on to somebody. You know, there's lots of people out there that aren't sure what to eat. They don't know how to follow a diet plan or why that they should eat a certain way. Pass this on to them. Like it, share it, and stay tuned for more videos. Have a happy Tuesday.